Forget tech or don't tech. If you're an app or SaaS founder, would you prefer the convenience and speed of no code or the freedom and flexibility of custom code? I've tried over 40 app builders that all make you choose one or the other. Then I found one that gives you both. The app builder is called Plasmic, and I believe it will change how founders and developers collaborate. If you're planning to build a new app, if you're unhappy with your current app builder, and especially if your project will need custom development, I hope to convince you to give Plasmic serious consideration. To do that, I'll present 4 unique strengths of Plasmic that sets it apart from competition. Number 1, developer-friendly features. Number 2, extensive customization. Number 3, open source code base. And number 4, a great team. The takeaway is that Plasmic is the first no-code app builder I've seen where both developers and non-tech founders can collaborate without either having to compromise. This addresses a huge pain point on both sides because broadly speaking, with no-code app builders, eventually you will have to compromise. This is the ceiling of the platform, and this is what the project needs. Non-tech founders solve this by hacking the system, rebuilding on other platforms, or just living with it like a hostage with Stockholm Syndrome. Developers solve it by not using it in the first place. With Plasmic, there's really no ceiling. I've yet to come across another tool like it, and this is one of those times where you find something you really want to share. So I met up with Plasmic's founders and negotiated a deal for you. It went something like this. I looked them in the eye and I said, please, 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 give my viewers a deal. Please! Please! And they crumbled like chocolate chip cookies. Happy to say, I got you guys a pretty sweet deal you won't get anywhere else. 2 months of free unlimited access to Plasmic for anyone who signs up with the promo code that I will mention sometime during this video. Adrian. The promo code is Adrian, A-D-R-I-A-N. Sign up with the link in description and use Adrian to claim your 2 months. But wait, there's more. Because we really want founders everywhere to learn about Plasmic, we're also giving 6 months of free unlimited access to the top 3 sharers of this video. Super simple, just follow the link in the pinned comment below, generate a unique sharing link and share it. The top 3 sharers whose links get the most views will win 6 months of everything Plasmic offers. You can do a lot with 6 months of Plasmic. Winners will be announced in 3 weeks. So head down to the pinned comment right now, create your link and spam away. If it isn't already obvious, Plasmic is sponsoring this video. Doesn't mean I'm saying all this just for a paycheck. I'm saying it because I believe in it and for the paycheck. Now, on to Plasmic. First strength, developer-friendly features. Here's the thing, developers and designers want to enjoy the benefit of no-code. We just can't afford the drawback of a typical no-code app builder, lack of customizations and lack of control. The Plasmic team understands this, and Plasmic has a host of features that cater to developers. There are 2 I would like to highlight. Number 1, code export. Plasmic allows users to export their source code using a feature called CodeGen. This means we can use their app builder as just that, an app builder. Whatever you build with it, you're free to export and deploy on another platform. Why would you want to do that? Well, often dedicated hosting platforms offer more control and are better long-term solutions. Either way, it's a freedom most developers insist on. You don't want to be locked in to a platform ever. Imagine you wrote a book on Microsoft Word and they don't let you export it as a PDF or open it on Google Docs. And Microsoft says, but why would you want to open it on Google Docs? Because f you, Microsoft, that's why. It's my book and I'll do whatever I want with it. Number 2, custom component import. Plasmic doesn't limit you to building directly on their platform. Developers can integrate our code base and components into a Plasmic project. What you're looking at here is a developer importing a custom component written outside of Plasmic. It's rendered pretty damn accurately. If you're not sure why I'm impressed, imagine converting a PDF file into a Word doc and the formatting stays the same. And you can always fine-tune it using Plasmic's Visual Builder. So my team and I could just design our own custom component with React.js and soup it into a client's Plasmic project. And it's not just React.js. Plasmic can integrate into a ton of other popular frameworks. So, code export, custom code import. These features let developers write in our preferred programming languages and integrate them into Plasmic. And we can take the whole project off Plasmic if we want. This makes it far easier to work with non-tech founders directly on their existing projects. Which brings us to Plasmic's second strength, the one non-tech founders benefit from. Second strength, extensive customization. Here's the deal with every other app builder I've come across. They pre-build everything, you drag and drop. Custom stuff? Sorry, try Nextdoor. So you go next door to the other app builder and they say, you can build custom stuff, but you need to use their builder. And by the way, it sucks. Even the one that say you can build complex apps, it's more like complex apps for a no-code app builder. Your app may one day need a feature that can only be done with full custom code. It could be never, it could be 2 years from now, it could be tomorrow. If your app was on a typical no-code platform, you'd be like, is it time to migrate? Because whatever you've built, developers either can't use or need to deploy somewhere else. If your app is on Plasmic,
it doesn't matter what her name was!
You and your developer can both work on the Plasmic project in Plasmic. If pre-built functions are all you need, you do it yourself. If you need a custom function, have a developer build and integrate it. You get the benefits of no code with broad customization options. Then, point at Bubble users and laugh at them. This is awesome.
Nice.
Third strength, open source codebase. I hate to beat a dead horse, but this is the example of why most developers prefer open source frameworks. Bubble, perhaps the most popular no-code app builder, implemented a huge change in pricing mid-2023. This is a screenshot of a reply from their subreddit. Forcing a 3-year user to jump from $130 a month to $1,500 is not good. And because apps built on Bubble use their proprietary codebase, it's stuck there. If ransomware was legal, this would be it. And fair play to Bubble, they are a business, not a charity. But you're a founder, not a donkey. When you have a profitable software, you want assurance of continuity in your tech stack. You also want control over your tech stack. The only way you're going to get those two is open source frameworks. Bubble technically promised to go open source if the company closes. This would be like KFC promising to release their 12 secret herbs and spices if they go out of business. They're not going out of business and your fried chicken will never taste as good. Plasmic, meanwhile, is actually open source. I predict that it's going to gain a lot of traction amongst developers and corporations like React did. In fact, Plasmic was started as an enterprise solution and they've got a few clients like Intuit, Envato, and Scale AI. Generally, if it's good enough for big players, it's good enough for small guys. So those are 3 objective strengths. I hope I've convinced you to give Plasmic a look. If not, time for the last point, something I feel many overlook but shouldn't. Fourth strength, the Plasmic team knows their stuff. I got on a call with Plasmic's co-founder, Yang. My immediate reaction was, oh shit, he looks like tech lead. But then I was like, hang on, we're all Asian. I bet I look like tech lead too. So I got that out of the way and these are my takeaways from our meeting. Yang and his co-founder Chung Woo are both tech guys and certified nerds. Both understand the frustrations of tech and non-tech teams trying to collaborate. That means they understand user pain points and have skills to solve them. There's no need for them to describe the problem to a developer. They know the problem and they build the solution. Plasmic has funding and is already revenue funded by enterprise clients. So it's probably going to be around for a long time. They're very active in helping set their users up for success. And check this out. It's basically an open letter owning up to a mistake and explaining steps taken to ensure it doesn't happen again. I got this from their Slack community where they're super responsive. Many companies talk about transparency. Here, Plasmic walks the walk. How can you not like them? Well, according to my girlfriend, Adrian Ching will always find something to criticize. All I'll say is, my last anniversary gift could have been better. And Plasmic has 2 limitations I should mention. First limitation, less emphasis on mobile apps. If you go through their product showcase, you see a heavy bias towards web applications. and the frameworks they integrate with are also web-focused. Not to say you can't build mobile application with Plasmic, you can, and people have. But your app won't deliver a full native experience optimized for Android or iOS. Second limitation, no AI generated. If no code had a first world problem, this would be it. That said, I've seen how fast early app development can be with generative AI. I don't think Plasmic offers that, so you won't be able to spam out designs. It's kind of a good thing. AI makes people think, I don't have to learn anything. AI will build me the whole app. It won't. You still need to understand basic app design and user pain points. These are minor issues. Bubble and Flutterflow started out focusing on web and mobile respectively. Today, they offer both. But they will never offer the strength of Plasmic, so I choose Plasmic. But you're a founder, not a donkey, so you decide. Guys, Plasmic is awesome. You are awesome. The two of you should do awesome things together. 1. Click on the link in description and sign up with promo code ADRIAN, Adrian, for a guaranteed 2 months of free unlimited access to Plasmic. 2. Generate your link and share it to enter the running for 6 months of unlimited Plasmic. Details in the pinned comment below. So with Plasmic as your app builder, you could probably use a systematic workflow to maximize your free trial. Check out this video where I share my process of creating a market-ready MVP in just 4 weeks. Cheers!